Hi and welcome to TadiBrothers. I'm Adi. In this portion of the video, we're going to show you how to install the camera into a router, wired or wirelessly. We're not going to get into the features or connecting via the internet from your office if it's in your home or vice versa. This is just a simple installation. So first we've got the camera and then we've got the power. So we plug it into the power and then there'd be one more cable that comes with it. It's this one. And it plugs into your router. Now to show you what the back of a router looks, because it's behind the desk and I can't show you, this is an example of a router. You've got the power plug, you've got this port which is for the internet, you've got a reset button which doesn't matter, and you've got LAN ports, 4 of them. Sometimes you've got 5, sometimes you've got 3, but you've always got a few, and you'll probably have a few of them that are available. If you don't have any that are available, unplug something that you can plug back in later, because we're just going to use it for now to get the camera on your system. So what I've done is I've used number 1 and I've plugged it into this thing over here. So I've got this cable right over here and I've got the power cable over here. Those are going to wait for a second. We're not going to plug in the camera just yet. First we're going to stick in the CD. So what you do is you put in the CD that TadiBrothers offers when you buy the camera, and this is where we're going to get the software from. So you pop the CD in.
Okay, first thing we're going to want to do is install that software. So now that the CD is in the computer, you're going to click on the computer button, and then you're going to click on the CD drive that has the CD in it. For us, it's right here. It is the G drive, and it's IP Cam User Guide. In there, you're going to find the IP Cam Tools folder. And in that folder, you're going to find this file. When you double click on it, some computers will want you to click Allow or Continue. If that happens, just click that, and then you'll get this set up. You're going to click Next. You're going to click Next. It's going to install some software, pop up a window, and ask you to restart the computer. It'll say yes. You're going to click Close to restart your computer. And while your computer restarts, go ahead and plug that IP camera into the power, and then plug it into the Ethernet cable, and we'll restart the computer right now. Okay, now the computer is restarted, and we see we have the IP camera tool right over here. So we double click on that, and you're going to get subnet doesn't match, double click to change. A lot of you are going to get that. Some of you may not, and it may start working right away. But those of you who do, simply double click on it, click over here where it says obtain IP from DHCP, click that in, and then just click in OK. Once you do that, it's going to go ahead and restart. As you can see, it disappears. You're going to want to wait about 30 seconds. And then after those 30 seconds are up, it's going to pop right back on. You hit refresh camera list. We're going to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to sit through this process with you in real time so you can see how long it takes. Okay, and you see it pops up right there. Now, what I was seeing outside of the computer, which you can't see right now, is the camera, and the camera itself was turning off, and then it started resetting. And you'll notice that when you do this, that when you click that, the camera will shut off. You'll hear a little click, it'll reset, and it'll start scanning around the room. That's it rebooting. So right here we have 192.168.03. You're going to want to write down that number somewhere. Everybody's is going to be different by a little bit, and what you're going to do with that number is very simple. You're going to open up Internet Explorer or Firefox or whatever you use, and at the top you're going to want to type in 192.168.0.3, just like you saw it there, and hit enter. It's going to bring you to this screen over here. Under User, you're going to put in Admin, password is blank, and then you're going to click Login. That can be changed, but this is how it comes from the factory. Some computers that are running Internet Explorer, it may ask you to run an ActiveX, and you'll click Run and then click OK. You'll see that pop up over here. You'll only have to do that one time. So now I'm going to click in Login, and now I'm in the camera and I can see what the camera sees. The camera is just simply pointed at a wall right now, and as you can see, I can adjust it. Now, for those of you who want wireless internet, I'm going to show you how to get the camera to run on wireless internet. What that means is that you can have your camera simply plugged into the power and work anywhere in the house. Whereas those of you who don't care and can always have it plugged into the router, then you don't have to worry about this section. But for those of you who want it to run wirelessly like a laptop, this is for you. So you're going to click on For Administrator, and you're going to get this menu here. You're going to click on Wireless LAN Settings. And then after you click on Wireless LAN Settings, you're going to come over here and you're going to hit Scan. It's going to take a minute. You can hit scan again. You want to click this box in while you're waiting. Okay, now it's come up. Now, because I live in a building with a lot of different people who have a lot of different internet connections, we're going to go and look for mine. And mine is right over here. So I click on that internet connection because I know the name of it. Yours could be named whatever, your apartment number. That you should know, but if you need help with that, we can help you. All you need to do now is find out your key, your WEP key. I've already saved mine. It's right over here. WEP keys are very easy to find. Again, if that's something you need help with, we can help you out with that. I'm going to go ahead and paste in my WEP key and hit submit. It'll say succeeded and it's rebooting, and then you hit OK, and then you hit yes, close window. So now it's closing the window and my camera is rebooting. This part is important. While your camera reboots, you have to allow the Ethernet cable to stay connected to the camera for 30 seconds. So my camera is now rebooting. And the way I know that it's done booting is this thing comes up here. This is back to the subnet doesn't match, and then it matches. Sometimes it'll say doesn't match and it'll stay there. Leave that alone. That doesn't matter for now. Wait for the camera to reboot, which is what we did, and we're going to hold off for about 30 seconds. And I think since we've clicked, then about 30 seconds have passed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the power plug, and I'm going to unplug the Ethernet plug from the camera. That is what I'm doing right now, and that's what you should be doing if you are actually installing this camera while watching the video. So you're going to unplug both plugs, and then you're going to wait about 30 seconds, and then you're going to plug them back in. What this does is basically it allows the camera to reset. It allows it to find the wireless network, and when it does find the wireless network, you're going to know it. And the reason you're going to know it is because it's going to flash a quicker green light than it did before. So here we go. We can probably plug it in. Let's wait about 10 more seconds to plug it back in. And let's see here. So like I said, what you're going to be doing now is you're only going to be plugging in the power plug. You're not going to be plugging in the Ethernet cable. You should not need that anymore if we did this correctly. So my camera is in the middle of rebooting. I've plugged back in the power plug. And I've got the IP camera tool here waiting. Now when you plug your camera back in, you should see a green light followed by a very fast flashing green light. That fast flashing green light is, like I said, an indicator that it is on the wireless network. And if I hit refresh camera list, I have the camera. Now, if you go into a wireless network, it's going to refresh that IP address. The reason it does that is because now it's going to find a new home. Let's put it that way. And 192.168.0.4 is the camera's new home, and it will stay the camera's new home. So now any computer on your home network will be able to access that camera at this location. So we're going to open up Internet Explorer, and we're going to go ahead and put that in, 192.168.0.4 this time. If you put in 3, you will not find the camera. And I'm going to type in admin, and I'm going to hit login. And right now I'm logged in, and you can see the camera is still panning around. It's just doing its startup, and it is now wireless. So it is only connected to my power plug, and it is working. Please watch our other videos to see how to operate the camera and how to get it to work outside of your home system. But at this point of the video, if you followed the instructions correctly and the camera is working, you can plug it in anywhere where your wireless network will reach, which is basically your house, your garage, anywhere. And any computer connected to that network, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, if it's hardwired or wireless, will be able to get to this camera. All you'll have to do is go to your address. Mine is 192.168.0.4. Yours may be 0.5, yours may be 10. All sorts of numbers can come up, but whatever number it is, that number will be right over here in your IP camera tool. And that's the number you can always go back to and look. If you forget your number, just double click on that tool and it'll show up right there. Thank you for watching.